Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel, and welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about psychological and self-help and coaching-related topics in a easy-to-digest manner. We've got over 360 of those, and we add to that as often as we can. Today we're going to talk about kind of that moment where somebody has attraction but they're not really sure about it, but you can sense that there's something beneath the surface. We're going to kind of talk about how that lays out. If you are dealing with that, if you're kind of finding the nature of is somebody interested and finding out how ready you are for a relationship, I do offer relationship coaching, life and business coaching as well. Please check out the About Me section of this YouTube channel or at PO Perception on Twitter. Setting up something is pretty easy, and we have different packages available for people who are ready to get life together in 2021. So one of the ways that you kind of get those feelings is their emotions and their contact with you is unstable. What I mean by that is they're hot and cold with you. They ultimately have kind of moments where they're really all up in your business. They're kind of there with you. They're really interested in what's going on with you and how your life is developing, and then they go quiet. And so a lot of times people mistake this as lack of interest or that interest has dropped off. But for many people who maybe have emotional challenges or panic disorder, anxiety, or lack of confidence when it comes to selection in relationship, it can be extremely difficult to find a definition of how everything kind of, I guess I would say, works its way out or fades its way out. What I mean by that is, at the end of the day, a lot of times you're dealing with people who have an attraction, don't want to deal with that, don't want to deal with the potential of rejection in themselves. A lot of people, I work with people on relationship counseling. That's the majority, I'd say at least 65 to 70% of what I do. And of that 70%, about 85 to 90% of them are still holding on to energy and emotions related to previous partnerships to where it would hinder them from beginning with somebody new. And so that unstable nature of I come close to you and then I go back, I come close to you and then I come back, is not even anything you're doing as much as it is their unresolved emotion coming to the surface because they're starting to have attraction and they're not sure that that's right for them. Another way to tell if a person has more interest in you than they're letting on is they remember details of conversations. They may even kind of take on your body language. They may even kind of take on a more open body language, which is another factor in this. But if they want to be physically close to you, they may brush their hand against your back or put a hand on your shoulder or offer to hug you or just be physically closer to you. But they'll also remember details of conversations. They may even fall inclined to finish your sentences or pick up about linking stories or anecdotes you've told them from previous conversations and bring them back into conversation. They're kind of building within their own mind a Rolodex about you and how they could prove to you that they're truly interested without actually admitting to emotions. And so the more you see someone referring to previous conversations, when you're building a relationship with them, the more interest they may actually have. They may reference your favorite movie or your favorite type of music or your favorite song or just link together things that aren't normally there. These people are going to ask more questions than they answer, and it's not because they're trying to hide something. It's that a very basic human connective is that most people would rather talk about themselves than any other topic. In other words, being able to talk about what you're excited about, being able to talk about what matters to you, social issues or previous experiences or how you feel, that's there. But most people don't just walk into a room and start bragging about themselves. But if you ask a person a direct question that's thought-provoking, they're going to be more likely to open up. They can learn about you by asking these questions, but also show interest in you in a consistent way without saying, hey, I'm into you. And if they do it enough, they're hoping, they hope that you go, hey, wait, this person's doing this consistently. They're there for me on a consistent basis. So let me see if they actually have an attraction. They figure that you'll take the stress of figuring out where the relationship is going off their plate. Again, a really simple thing is they plan a future with you, or they plan future events. Now, this could be something as easy as a week out, a month out, a party later, or they talk about things you could do. Hey, such and such a band's coming to town, we should go. Or it'd be cool if we both went. They may not even say we, they might say, hey, if you go, I'd tag along. Just really light language depending on their level of confidence. But the idea is they're putting time into the formation of the relationship, and they're planning to do that beyond where they already are, which is another way of showing interest. And again, time is a big part of that too, meaning when you are trying to connect with a person and they put consistent time into you, whether that's making time whenever you call, making time whenever you text, getting back to you on a consistent basis, or saying, hey, why don't we plan to get together here, here, and here, and they always have 2 or 3 options, the consistency of their desire to make you a part of their life shows their level of interest too, and that's important to consider as well. So hopefully this has been helpful to you, and we'll kind of move forward. But until next time, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.